let's take it chord for chord. So what I'm doing is, without this capo on, we're going to tune the 6th string to a D, okay? And then we put the capo back on to the 3rd fret, and that means we have this open F note here, because the F started out here, but now it's here, where the capo is. So we get a nice, bass tone there. So what we're going to start off with is an F minor chord, which is a D minor shape, but we're going to sneak this index finger to the 2nd fret and hide it behind this ring finger on the 3rd. And we're just, because we're going to get ready for this hammer on here. But let's just start. We got our thumb on the 6th string, our index finger on the 3rd string, and our middle finger on the 2nd string, and we pluck those. Nice. And then we hit our thumb on the 4th string, and we do that same exact thing again. Then we want to lift this ring finger up, right? And we want to hit this. No, I hit it with my middle finger. So here's the first measure. Okay? And then for the beginning of the 2nd measure, we're going to hammer. So when we hit this last note of the 1st measure, we're going to hammer it on with our ring finger to the 3rd fret. But as we hammer on, we want to hit this. Oops, that was a little hard. So, right? So that's going to take a little practice. But once you get that down, then our middle finger hits the open E, then our thumb hits the open 4 string, our index hits the 3rd string, our thumb hits the 6th string, our middle hits, but first we're gonna take off this ring finger again, and our middle hits the 2nd string, and our thumb hits the 4 again. So very slow. Here's the first 2 bars. Okay? And then when we get to the C minor, which is an A minor shape, we're going to put our pinky back on here, and we're going to hide this again. It's the same exact picking pattern, except our thumb is no longer hitting the 6, it's hitting the 5 and the 4. Okay? So what we got here is our thumb on the 5, our index on the 3, and our middle on the 2nd, and we pluck those. And then our thumb hits the 4, and then we do that exact same thing again. Then again, we pick up this pinky, and we hit that, right? Same exact thing. So and then we want to do that hammer on again, where we, okay? It's hard to practice it slow because you really want to hammer that on so you get that note there. So once you get that, then the middle finger hits the 1, your thumb hits the 4, your index hits the 3, your thumb hits the 5, your middle hits the 2 after you pick up the pinky again, and then our thumb's going to hit the 4. So I'm going to do those 2 measures, and then I'll do all 4 measures very slow. So here's the 3rd and 4th measure. Now here's the first 4 measures. Okay? All right, so now we go to an E flat chord, which is a C shape, but we're going to put our pinky on the 3rd fret of the first string. Then we have our thumb on the 5, our index on the 2nd, and our middle on the 1st. And after we pluck those, we lift this pinky up. Right? We kind of make it pluck so that we hit that open first string here. Then what you want to do is as you're hitting your thumb on the 4th string, get your pinky ready on this 3rd fret of the 2nd string. So to hit that with your middle finger. And then the thumb hits the 5 again, and then you lift up your pinky, you hit that, you hit the 2nd string with your middle finger and your thumb on the 3rd. On the 4th. Your thumb on the 4th. Okay, so how does that go? Okay. So the 6th fret is pretty much the same thing, but there's one more note at the end, and we're going to slide to it. So same exact thing. So after you hit this, your thumb on the 4th string, we got a real quick slide to this, and then a slide from the 1 of the 2 to the 3 of the 2 with our 1st finger, and then we want our ring finger to hit this note here, the 5 from the capo on the 6th string, right? And we got a B flat chord. It's like the G shape, but since we're in drop D, this note is now here, so we have this shape. Okay? So I'll do the C shape chord really slow for you. Sloppy, but you get it. And now you're home free from anything here. Now that you're in this shape, it's just standard picking pattern. Right? So what I'm doing here is I got my thumb on the 6, my index on the 3, my middle on the 2nd. I pluck those, and my thumb hits the 4, my thumb hits the 6. Then we have our index on the 3, thumb on the 4, middle on the 2, and then you just keep repeating that. Right? Now here's the whole thing really slow. I said, ooh, I'm blinded by your light, 'cause I can't sleep until